Welcome back, fans and friends. For this upcoming video, I have there in the background the 2000. It's from the movie Drive, and I just apologize. I'm using a new setup slightly, and you can see that 2009 01369, the 2011 Ford Mustang GT. Once again, as the from the Hollywood series, sorry, Greenlight Hollywood. And I thought it was reasonably well done. So specifically, this is the only generation, I believe, non-Hot Wheels that I have, which is Greenlight. Obviously, M2 doesn't make anything newer than a certain amount of years, so it's useless. So anyway, why I bring this up is because for today we have the year before the 2010 Shelby GT-500 number 68 with race car driver. Similar to as I did the Nissan Skyline from the hobby shop, Series 15. And as you can see, because I'm doing it slightly newer setup, everything is a little bit wonky. But anyway, it looked really nice, and these hit the shelves recently, so I said, you know what, I am a fan of the Ford Mustang, and so here it is. So anyway, what's important about the front of it, because I don't want to have to come back and show you, is the 14 Plus 164 Series 15. We have a die-cast limited edition vehicle inside this box, just in case we've forgotten. And obviously it's Greenlight, you can see that in the top left. So what do we have here? Sorry, we have the Series 15. They had this one too, but I'm just a little bit wonky as to if I'm going to get it because I don't know if the hood opens. And 1981 Impala, I don't know if I'm going to grab that. Dodge Diplomat, I've seen basically all of these ones. And obviously you don't see the Nissan Skyline, so we're probably not going to get any more than this one, unless I happen to run out of things to do. Anyway, you can see there the 132nd day, 14562M, product code number, and we have there Carroll Shelby's insignia right beside Dodge, and the Rams, GM, and Ford, which is obviously this is a Ford product. And so there we have Shelby as well, 2023. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open it, because that is the whole point of this channel. And like I said, we already know it's the 5.0 engine that Mustang in the View has, and we will just be taking a look at the one in this one. Because let's be fair, these things are great for showing off in package, but they are also great for display. Don't worry, I've opened it. I'm not struggling with opening it. The Stanley knife has done its job very well in the past, and it continues to do it. So there we have it, the standard clamshell. Are the wheels similar? They're similar, they're not the same. You can see the spoke design is a little bit different. We have there the Shelby racing driver with the Cobra on his chest. Actually looks really nice. Would I pick one up? Maybe, I don't know. If it was cheap. Alright, is he to scale? Kind of. So, we will start with the front of this car. And as you can see there, a little bit of a lip thing that worries me. I do believe, though, this does look like it is the generation Mustang afterwards. I don't know if Shelby would modify the hood. I'll just talk about that later, because obviously that's a 2011. And this is a 2010. Anyway, we have, like the other one, inserts for lights, which is always nice. It does look kind of weird with the interior there. There's that would be the pin. We have the Cobra on the left side. Nothing else of interest on the grille. We have the silver stripe right down the middle. There's the turning lights. I don't know if it says something on the turning lights, or is it just a dot. But as you can see there, they do have it's the same thing done here is the same thing done here. So I don't know if you see that little dot there. Anyway, moving on to the left side, we have the number 68 Optima Ultimate Street Car and the speedometer. And then we have here, most of it is legible. It says Hell Snake there, GT-500, obviously. Hell Snake again. They couldn't call it the Cobra or Super Snake, which is what they Sometimes Ford calls these high-performance vehicles. Silver-colored gas cap, which is really nice. I believe it is presented by something purple. Anyway, if my eyes were a little bit better, or I had a magnifying glass. Anyway, we do have nice and evenly painted the border to the window. Rearview mirrors, and even in the rearview mirrors here, you can see the silver to make it a little bit more realistic. Moving on to the back, we have the Shelby Cobra in the back. Nothing on the license plate, which is always a downer. There's the two exhausts. Turning lights look really, I want to say plain, but they are better than I'd shift over. Like I said, new setup, I apologize. Instead of the GT, it has the Super Snake, or the Shelby Cobra. It is a Cobra. They never tell us if it's a King Cobra or a regular one. We just assume so. It is the King Cobra. I do see a little bit of a blotch here on the top there. That's kind of disappointing, as well as on the roof. You can just see there. Relatively easy to see into the rear seats of the cabin. The nice panoramic rear window. However, we do see that it's a little bit cloudy. Same thing goes for the front of the windshield. Sorry, the front windshield. I don't see any evidence of wipers. Now, okay, do people drive these things in the rain? I don't know. But you can see there, this Mustang has wipers. And this one does not. Do they share the same design? It's about 90% the same. 99% the same. Actually, to be fair, the interior looks almost exactly the same as well. So what I will bring up with the hood, how it was done a little bit later, more accurately, hopefully. The spoiler is actually a separate piece. So this is one of those things, Greenlight, it's a lottery. And as you can see here, there is a little bit of metal. You can hear that? That is my fingernail grating against this unfinished spoiler, the front there. So what I was going to say, it's a toss-up when they do it right. They don't do it right. In this case, they have not done the front of it right, but the back of it looks more or less okay. And off to the right side, pretty much the same thing. We have GT-500, Hell Snake again, little Cobra, and then presented by the sponsors, Optima Car Care. We'll do an episode, but so like I said, it is clear, but it's kind of hard to read because it's red on black. And we do have the Optima Ultimate Street Car, number 68, and obviously no gas cap. This car doesn't have two. Trying to look for other details. Usually what they do have on some of these more expensive cars, it's not evident on this one, but it's the wheel bulges, and this one doesn't have it. This one, it sort of does have it, but also it's pretty much the same. They are more prominent usually in the Hot Wheels. But anyway, you see this here, there's the major defects. I don't know if you want to look for that when you're buying them. There appears to be a mispaint right there. I scratched off the rest of it, not scratched off, but I just rubbed it and came off. So other than that, anything else that we want to nitpick? In the bottom of it. And so here we have 2010 Ford Shelby GT-500 used under license. The 13223 14562M is exactly the same as what's on our package, and the 0, I believe that's a 264, is for a limited edition. And as we can see, it is essentially the same vehicle as, well, the underside is the exact same as this one. Obviously they're the same generation, as I brought up before. Even the front splitter between the two cars, obviously the Shelby has a different front. You can see there, it's plastic semi-recessed, the matte black. This one's all metal. And so that's what I was talking about. The front is different between the two cars. The hood of the GT has the spoiler, just the recession in the GT-500. And the other thing too that I brought up, hopefully I can keep this video under 15 minutes, but you see there the overhang lip. These normal GT cars, it makes the hood really easy to open in real life and for this little model. The one unfortunate thing about this car was the engine was pretty much matte black and gray black, and it makes it hard to differentiate things. Otherwise, it's reasonably well done. I have not had too many problems with the Mustang Mach 1s. The other ones that I've done from Greenlight, they have been done really well. So with this Ford, unfortunately, they left a gap here, as you can clearly see there. And the sole purpose of that gap is you have to lift where the headlight is to pop the hood open. And so here we're going to see the supercharged engine. And it looks completely different than the other one. But once again, they have not given us the, I want to say, multicolor treatment where we can differentiate things easily. So there's the regular Ford engine. As you can see, the Shelby's lacks the bar right across the middle. And otherwise, the engine is almost entirely different. As is when you buy the Shelby, that's why it costs almost twice as much. So, fans and friends, I really do like these Fords in general. Not in general, Mustangs. The Shelbys are one of these. For me, a collector piece, but now that I've opened it, doesn't really care. I could probably go back to the store and buy another one. They were literally everywhere. But I'm not that person anymore. Can't afford it, do whatever I want. So, anyway. Like I said, not a bad buy. You get an entirely different engine. The hood and the front of the body is entirely different, but the rear half of the car is almost identical. The only major difference is the spoiler, where they did hit it poorly, and then the GT has the spoiler as well. But because they kept it simple, I do see cracks here. So maybe what I think is happening is like those Camaros. Once a defect, always a defect. So I apologize for that. They both have spoilers and they're both done poorly. But I do like the Ford Mustang GT-500. So if you're out there and you happen to say, you know what, I don't mind all this stuff written on the side, Greenlight finally has it for you. Like I said, it is a recasting. Since 2009, they're out there. But I'm unsure as to GT-500 recasting. Like I said, the normal Mustang is also from 2009. But anyway, high performance Ford. You get a brand new front section. You get a brand new engine, although it is hard to tell. So if you're into that, go all for it. The Hobby Series 15. And as we can see there, it does not want to drive, which is, I gotta kind of force it. Anyway, I do believe it's a little simple matter of squeezing the wheels together. As you can see there, it's not easy for me. But otherwise, reasonably well done. A few nitpicks, but obviously if you're not going to take it out of the package, you probably won't notice it. It'll be with that plastic cover. This is Thomas from Toronto. Thanks for watching this long one, and till the next one.